Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this way. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense takes the field. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand. He's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. Shakes off the defender. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Off the play fake. He's got it inside the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas's offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. On target. Plows through the defense. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's caught. It's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Hey, man, that's really good decision-making there by the quarterback, too, because that play is called early in the downs because you're hoping to take a shot.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. They'll run play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. At midfield, he's got room.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
There he goes. Still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the line.
They'll try to get outside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I am impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. grabbed behind the line. It's Simon. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turn.
That's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw it, Simmons. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Offense will take... Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Nice move, creates some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Hook'em is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit him with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot. You can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Simon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's got his man, makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. The offense changing the play, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a crease, it's Lacey. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's McCutcheon. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Tatum. Finds a crease at the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes the offense on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? There he goes! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for space. It's Simon. At the 35, he's open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right at this point.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half. So
breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Under fire. He'll pull it down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. On second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to the back. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. Got room at the 35. All by himself down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
42, Ole Miss, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
and the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And the quick shuffle pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just said.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Jukes his way for more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Ole Miss, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hacks to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste. These touchdowns show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Snagged in the middle, it's Watkins. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Got a man, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really